back to BazookaTraining.com here in the home workout section. Today we're focusing on doubling up our kicks. Stop throwing them as singles and get a little bit creative with doubling them up. All right, so let's get right into our workout. So we're gonna start nice and easy with our rear kick, okay? Just to warm up our legs, what I want you to do is we can stay stationary, but I want you to kick and then kick again. Now, just warming up the idea of kicking and coming back and kicking. So when you first do this, this is why I'm just getting you to naturally kick. If you stay stationary and kick, come down and kick, it's very labored. So one of the more advanced ways that we can speed up these double kicks is using different steps, different type of footworks, and really thinking the concept of springing, right? So a spring, load and launch, okay? Load and launch is really important to think about. So when I throw the first kick, I'll give you here, I kick, I load, and I kick again. So that rear calf becomes that spring. So you kick, come down, and spring again. And you're using the calf, all right? So you'll see how it's slightly different when we use our left kick in the next round, because the left kick will rely more on the plant calf, where when we now use our rear kick, it's the back leg, okay? So ready again, here again, I kick, I step, I kick. Now that's the first variation. Now when you do these double kicks, you can do it as a double low kick, bang, bang, which I'll give Matt as a quick example, because a lot of times, why the double low kick? If I throw the first one, he blocks. As soon as he steps down, boom, I chop the leg. So blocks the first, comes down, the double kick. Or what I can do again now, which to make it a little bit more advanced, is I level change with the kicks, okay? So if I go to the first one to the thing, I'll go second one to the body. Or I go body first, come down to the leg. So level changing is also important, okay? So let's play around with the level changing. You got the double low kick. I can go body into low kick. I can go low kick into the body, okay? Now, sometimes you'll also notice it's the angle of the kick. If you over pivot, right? If I pivot at least 90 degrees, that second kick is gonna be very difficult. So the first kick needs to have less of a pivot, okay? So let me say this slowly for you. The first kick needs less of a pivot because you need the return and fire, the launch and fire. So if I pivot on this first kick, it's gonna come down, it's too slow, okay? So watch the foot, my lead foot. So it might be a 45, and then I launch a round kick. I need that first one controlled. So in round two here, I'm gonna give you the language. The first kick is gonna be more of a 45 kick, what we call our setup kick here. So a minimal pivot. As I come back now, I'm gonna step into what I call a chop step, okay? So minimal pivot here, I use the launch of the back calf, and then I chop my way in a chop step low kick, okay? So this is a good way to go body leg or leg leg. I can do a setup, a low kick, and then boom, chop that really deep step. 1, 2, or I'm gonna throw 45 to the body, come down and chop, all right? Always like natural. Now let's pick up the advancedness of the drills. And the way we advance it is what we do before and after the concept, okay? So before we throw our double kicks, let's set them up with our boxing. Use our feints. Boom, set up kick. Boom, chop kick, okay? Now, a double kick is usually done fast. Boom, boom, right? That double. But you could put a punch into it in between if you really wanted to. So I can do the setup kick, jab into a chop, or maybe a nice quick hook. Minimal pivot, hook into the chop step, so it's nice and quick. Bang, boom, bang. It's still fast, but it might make you land more successfully if you add the punch in between. But ideally, like I said, try to put them together. 45, launch into that chop step. You can see how it gets very quick, okay? So move around now. Let's spend the last little bit of this round circling, moving, using feints, and then creating a double step attack, okay? A double kick. And I want you to visualize, especially if your first kick's gonna be a low kick, visualize them blocking. Block, boom, you chop that leg. Now when I do my other setup, I'm thinking maybe the elbows are up, boom, create a distraction, come down. Now sometimes I might even go leg first, set up, step out to the body, okay? All depending and changing my front foot pivot will all determine that, okay? So let's go for it, double kicks. Next round is gonna be a very important one because it's the left kick, which makes it the more of the common side that we use our double kicks for. Okay, so let's do a nice little quick intro to the left kick. Now with the left kick, again, the same concept you need to understand is there's different ways to switch for the switch kick. So when I can do a no switch, boom, I can do a step out spring step, or I can do a traditional switch. Or one more, which is slower, I can do a step kick. But I'm focusing on the more stationary switches. So no switch, half switch, full switch, okay? Now the half switch, what I call a half switch or a step out, it's just stepping laterally. I'm not moving this foot back. So the benefit of this is I can quickly hit that inside leg. So again, like the right kick, the first kick needs a minimal pivot, and the second one will be the more of a pivot. Or I'm gonna launch on my calf a little bit more. So from here, I might do a no pivot into a full switch kick. I can do no pivot into a spring kick. And again, I can change the levels. No to the inside, switch to the body, okay? I can do spring out to the leg, full switch to the body or the head. So that's how I mix them up, okay? The different type of switch will bring it. It's not wrong to do maybe a power switch into another power switch. You can do 2 double power switch, but it might be a little slower, it might be more blocked. And then this is where you can change it up. And then you change the levels. Inside, boom, double. Now, there's times where I've been sparring and being playful with my left leg. Sometimes I'll even do them as triples. Head, body, head. I can mix them up inside, body, boom. You can use this left leg very quick and effectively. Now, another way people use this left leg with their double kicks is you can establish a good front kick as well. So I can go switch kick, front kick, switch kick. Or I might set things up with my switch kick into my double kick. And you get what I mean. Now, one quick, more of an advanced point, when we throw our double kicks, and now when you think about the left side, if I'm kicking, I'm on one leg, so I need to be careful of, counter shots. So when I do throw my left kicks, right, without the big switch, I lean back a lot, right, because that defends the counter shot. If my head's here and I lean back, I'm avoiding the counter shot. Now, the second thing I do for maybe the second kick, so I lean back on the first. When I switch, I'm gonna switch off center line here, boom, so I can get off. Or when I do that second switch, right, lean back, I'm keeping a nice wedge in front, all right? So you have to understand that with double kicks, you are gonna be on one leg longer and you can be exposed to counter shots. So just be aware of the defense, meaning keep a wedge up when you kick, or when I do kick, I'm gonna take an angle to get off center line and keep myself from getting hit, all right? Double kicks, try them out in sparring, very effective. And I'm telling you, that double low kick one, I can guarantee you if you implement that right away, you'll be tricking your opponents and your training partners. All right, we'll see you next time here at bazookatraining.com. Boom, boom. Welcome to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA online training. I'm Bazooka Joe Valtellini, the owner here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Over the past year, I've designed and created a website to teach Bazooka curriculum at home and across the world. The purpose of this website is for you to, 1, hit your fitness and health goals, all while learning world-class martial arts instruction from me. The beautiful thing about this website, it's geared for all levels. So if you're learning martial arts for the first time as a beginner, we help you progress into the bigger stages. And if you're a pro fighter, guess what? We have different fight concepts for you to improve your tool set and your skills in the ring or cage. As the fastest rising kickboxing world champion and a lifelong martial artist with over 30 years of experience, I've been able to combine my passion for martial arts and teaching to create this website. This website's gonna give you some of the tricks, secrets, and inside look at some of the training I use to win my world title. Once you subscribe to this site, you're gonna be getting weekly training videos and tutorials that you can do from anywhere. The sections are broken up into 3 parts. The first is bag workout. So if you have a bag at home or at your gym, you can use these workouts to supplement your training. The second is at-home workouts. A lot of us don't have the room for a bag or a bag in general, so these workouts are for no equipment needed and you can do them anywhere. And finally, the tutorial section. If you're having any problems with a specific technique or fight concept that's covered in any of the workouts, go to the tutorial section, learn the technique, and then go back to the workout, and this time, do it with proper technique. One of the added benefits once you subscribe is the forums section, where you can get a more personalized experience where you can ask questions and I'll be able to go in there and answer them. It's all about building a team and a community of martial artists helping each other grow. So subscribe now to get access to all the videos plus more so you can be part of the squad here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.